Yard hunt update. So today, the hat blew off of my gravedigger again. I cannot win for losing. And it wasn't even really windy, but we're expecting storms and rain tomorrow. So I'm just going to leave it off and we're going to see what happens tomorrow. We're also expecting some pretty good storms Saturday. So he might end up coming back inside. We still have Granny Bates out here and our cemetery. Some more of our tombstones. We got Ghostface and Leatherface up on the porch. Have our swamp shack. Our swamp fisherman and our old hag here. But tonight we added some of the lights that I added around my sidewalk. I think these look really cool. They don't show up on video as good as they look in person, but the front of this swamp shack is a lot darker than what it shows on video, and I just wanted to spruce it up a little bit, like right where the really green patch is. You can't see the lights, but in person you can actually see all those lights. But I just wrapped them around there, just kind of give this a little something extra, and wrapped them up around the tombstones up there. Just dancing around, just trying to add some life into this graveyard. Still waiting on a couple pieces to show up. Then I can add some new stuff over here. Other than that, we don't have anything new out here. But it is looking pretty neat. Got the same lights over here on the sidewalk. Again, these look a lot brighter in person than they do on video. I don't know why it's not picking those up as well as it actually looks. We have our Inferno Scarecrow. The one prop I did buy, I thought it was supposed to come Friday. Now it's saying Saturday. But when that happens, we're gonna swap the wolf and the scarecrow. We're gonna swap those, and we're gonna put the scarecrow somewhere else. Still haven't moved this light, but it's lighting up stuff over there, especially with the backlight of the green light. It's looking pretty good over there. Stuff's getting lit up. We have our gravedigger. She's still looking flawless. He's in pretty good condition, other than the fact that he works when he wants to. Then we have all of our other tombstones. We have Miserable Marie, and then we have my Headless Horseman on a horse. We have the Crouching Gravedigger, which he only goes off when he feels like it, or when you break the light here. We have our guard zombie. And we have the obelisk tombstone. We have the jack-o'-lantern. We have this other little tombstone. And we'll see tonight if our spotlight got any sun, and it did not get anything. What is going on here? Well, maybe tomorrow. This isn't the best spot for that thing because this side of the house doesn't get much sunlight. I don't know. So I'm just gonna put that thing and angle it a different direction, and we'll see what happens. And these cheap purple lights here are no good. They're like almost white. Look at the difference. You can't, well, the camera doesn't pick it up that great, but you can see these ones here are a heck of a lot whiter than those ones. They like completely lost all their coloring. That's weird. I've had nothing but trouble with purple lights this year. These are the ones from Home Depot. These ones here I think are from Dollar General or something. But the ones way over there on that side aren't as purple as they used to be. And these ones, none of my lights are as purple as they used to be, except the ones down there at the corner that weren't near as bright as all the rest of them. So I don't know. I think next year we're gonna just completely do away with the lights on the fence and figure something else out. I don't know. I think these lights are just a pain in the ass. They keep burning out and I'm over it. So then we have our skeleton sacrifice, the headless horseman there, and then we have the ultra posable skeleton and the baghead character I made. Here's a view from this corner, standing over in my neighbor's yard. But this is what you see from this side. I know from the front you don't really get to see much. You know, I know yesterday I was talking about if I want to buy more of that white fencing or use more of the black fencing, because now you can really see that you can see right through all that. When you go to the front, you can't really see anything through the fencing. And I know my buddy Keith at Cobwebs and Candlesticks had mentioned that before, that you don't really see anything through that fencing. You just, you know, you need to put bigger stuff there. You can't see anything. So I don't know if I completely change all this up next year and do away with the white fence, or do I keep, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But it looks pretty cool. Everything is nice and well lit. Like I said, we got a few more props showing up. Hopefully this weekend, and I think next weekend I should have some stuff showing up. And I got a bunch of masks coming in the mail and a bunch of different other little props showing up. So we shall see what we do in the coming days. I got a bunch of stuff I ordered off Walmart.com. So we will get all that stuff out here, get it nice and lit up, and have some fun with some new stuff. So that is going to be some big additions coming up in the next few days, leading up to Halloween. I mean, we're like 2 weeks away from Halloween. This weekend's Friday the 13th. So haunt season is coming in quick, fast, and in a hurry. And it is not waiting on anybody. It's already getting cold. It's already freezing outside. And I think the other day I left the haunt and we were like 12 degrees above freezing. And I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. But we're just going to stay out here and keep building and keep getting this stuff set up and decorate as much as we can until the end, which is our trick-or-treat on the 29th. So we actually have a few less days coming into Halloween. So after that, I'll leave all this stuff up on trick-or-treat. I'll leave it up. I'll take in a few certain things, and then obviously I'll start taking in props and tearing them down, and then I'll start taking down the lighting slowly, and then everything else will come down. But that's a huge undertaking, getting all that down. And you know, all this didn't go up in a day, and it's not going to come down in a day. There's a lot of work involved in this, and finding new places to store stuff, and figuring out which stuff we want to sell this year and what stuff we really want to keep, and making room for the 12-foot skeleton to go back in the garage, figuring out what the hell I'm going to do with this facade. I'm going to have to stand out here, you know, and tear this thing apart, and once it starts snowing, after Halloween. So honestly, probably after our trick-or-treat, this guy is going to be coming down as soon as possible, just to get the biggest headache kind of out of the way. So I'll probably tear this down and rip down all the lighting and get all the extension cords and stuff out of there, and completely tear this facade down and throw it up against the garage, and we'll call that done, because this all has to be unscrewed. So I'll have to either screw and cut that board there, and then just, if I go to use this next year, just put it back together that way. I don't know, we'll see. But that is going to do it for tonight's update, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.